Scratch Jackson, episode 3, Road to the Show, is back. And it's about time to get this guy on the field to start his pro career. As you can see, the rest of the Sally League, North Division, their competitors for Tennessee Smokies, have already started their season. Only the Chattanooga Lookouts have won, so first place is right there for the taking. No, I'm kidding. The prospect spotlight that obviously is happening right now. I don't know. It's the initial one. If you've done a road to the show, you probably heard it a billion different times. Obviously, kind of depending on the round that you get drafted in, they say different things. So, I didn't feel it was necessary to, you know, showcase it and let you listen to it. You've probably heard it. He does have Scratch does have a higher potential. Yeah, I think he's a potential, so they'll be talking about how he is a top prospect, et cetera, et cetera. I've had guys with C and D potential where they basically say, oh, he's not gonna be that good, blah blah blah, whatever. Love that though with him signing. That's the stuff on here, the little details. I really really enjoy them. So something like that I like quite a bit. But let's dive right into it. He's batting second. The team is loaded. The organization is loaded. We all know that. But he's on a tough team in terms of prospects, in terms of gaining notoriety. So we'll see what he can do here. His very first pitch, he's going to drop it in there for a nice base hit. Very well done. And he's going two right out of the box. That's the speed. Going to challenge guys, going to make them make the throws. Probably going to get thrown out a few times. He's seen it a lot with Bradley Excelsior, who also has speed, although not nearly as much as Jackson. Going to push the envelope there. So now we got 2 on, 1-1 count. Down 4-2 to Pensacola. So it's a big spot. And boom, drops it in for another base hit. Again, going 2 right out of the box. This time, feeling that they were going to be throwing it home. Obviously the cutoff there, but still like the speed. 2 ribbies. Now full count, 2 outs on the bases, tied up the ball game here in the top of the second inning. Lots of scoring already. And of course you're sending him. That's again standard protocol, nothing crazy there. And then, whoa, nice grab, Jesse Winker. The Pensacola is the Cincinnati Reds farm system. Winker is a legit prospect, definitely a pretty solid hitter, but his defense here left a little something to be desired. Let's take a look at the replay. And, ow, base shot. Nice work, Winker. Rough. Couple of doubles, couple of ribbies, 2 for 2. Tennessee now has the lead in top 4. 1-2 count. Ooh, tough pitch, but can he beat it out for the infield single? Yes. Tough pitch to do much with, but when you got that speed, keep it on the ground and make things happen. Let's see if we can grab first stolen base here as a pro. Boom, in easy. No chance there. No chance. Going to be sending him a lot. I mean, that's just the way it's going to be. 2 outs here. Obviously, you're running. And, oh, no. Winker taking the Delman Young approach to left field. Not good. Not good. And I got to hate on Delman Young a little bit. He really put a nail in the coffin for my Tigers. As a former Tiger, and so that's unfortunate. But look at that. There it is again. Winker just having a really rough day out there. His pitchers cannot be happy with the quote-unquote defense that he's giving them. 3 for 3, off to a fantastic start. Like I said, got a high-scoring ball game. Just a lot of opportunity here. Obviously batting second as well. It's been awesome for Scratch to get it going like this. Let's see what he can do here in his 4th at-bat. Now 7-4 lead for Tennessee. Top 6. 0-0 count, nobody on, 1 out. Ooh, liked that one. Just a little late, though. Sometimes my timing is in and out. I have issues at times where I'll just have a whole night where my timing is off. So now 0-1 count. Takes a nice pitch there. Now, that's a good take. I was pleased with that take. I pride myself on some decent takes. I like having the ability to take a walk. It's not something that you see a lot with users. A lot of guys are aggressive. I'll play my friends. They'll swing at pretty much everything. And a lot of times it can be successful because you're going to be hitting the zone. But, it's nice to cultivate a player who can take some pitches or even get deeper into counts. Not necessarily take the walk, but get some cookies in those deeper counts. That's another strong take right there. I like that pitch. It was tough to hold up on that one. But now it's 3-1. If you get him on, I tell you, a walk is as good as a double with this guy, with his speed. Took that pitch all the way. It was a really good pitch. At this point, looking for the walk, though. Stays alive there. Another good pitch. Geez, look at how big his circle is, though. His hit circle. So good. So good. Another payoff pitch. Easy take there. Gets the walk. So just an amazing day. An amazing debut so far for Scratch Jackson. Now on base 4 different times. 3 hits as well as a walk. And of course, yes, he's running again. No doubt on that. Good luck stopping him. So it's going to be a lot of speed, a lot of base hits, hopefully. But now it's 7-7, top 8. Runner on, 0-1 count, nobody out. Gets the pitch he wants up, and drop it in front of Winker again. At least he didn't make a poor play there. That one he can just say, hey, I didn't have a great shot on that one. I'm not Lorenzo Cain, for crying out loud. And then we fast forward here a little bit toward the end, because that was in the 8th inning, and we see who the player of the game is, to the surprise of nobody. A 4-for-4 effort with a walk, 5 times on base. I want to say 2 steals, 2 ribbies. I forget how many runs scored. I think we'll see here shortly. Obviously played this game a while back, and they're showing some of his hits in replay. And boy, he looks clean in that uniform. It's good setup there. I think all of the minor league teams for the Cubs have 4 runs scored. Wow, and stranded at third on the walk. I think all the Cubs minor league system has the same kind of color scheme. Blue, red, and some white, gray thrown in there depending on home or away. So now game 2 against Robert Stephenson, a very legitimate prospect for the Cincinnati Reds. This will not be an easy one. But it won't be easy for Stevenson either, because again, this team is loaded. Jorge Soler, I think Matt Caesar's on the club. He's the leadoff hitter usually. First at bat, boom, easy base hit up the middle. Very nice work. Arismendi Alcantara, I think he's still in Double-A as well. I honestly can't remember. But Javier Baez, and Chris Bryan are both in Triple-A. So, when he finally does get promoted, when Scratch gets moved up, that team's going to be just as loaded. And then hopefully, a year or 2 down the road, as he establishes himself in the majors, it's going to be a powerhouse ball club. Now 1-0 lead for Tennessee. It's a second at bat here. And, this is not the ideal game for Jackson on that one. You do not want to be putting the ball in the air too often if you're him. It's got to be line drives and ground balls. Let's take a look at some of his defense here. And we saw in the showcase that his defense, it wasn't the sharpest. And boom, as if on cue, look what happens there. He lets that ball play him. Now, at least he got in front of it. We saw in the showcase he was playing a lot to the side. Don't like that. Now Pensacola up 4-1, 2 outs, top 5, gets the pitch he wants, runners going, clears the gap nicely. Shortstop would have had a tough time making that play anyway, but with the runner going and shortstop going over there to cover, that made it much easier. So now 4-4 game, top 7. Those high pitches are so appealing, but with a guy like this, if you can't get a line drive with them, you might almost be better laying off. Bradley Excelsior can take that out of the yard. Now Tennessee has the lead, and that's the kind of line drive. Even that, hangs up a little bit too high, but it's such an appealing pitch. I'm not sure that I'm ever going to be in a situation where I can completely lay off of those. So 3 flyouts, 3 well-struck balls on the outs, and then a couple of base hits. Scratch Jackson is off to a tremendous start, though. Hitting 667 going into game 3 here with the 700 OBP. That's a nice start. Top 1 now, 0-2 count, 1 out. And he takes that breaking ball and dumps it into right center field. Nice work there. Considered going to second. That would have been ill-advised, I think, even with his speed. So now let's see what he can do on the bases. He's going. They know he's going. But like, Jared Dyson or Terrence Gore on the Royals, it doesn't matter. Sometimes it just doesn't even matter that they're going. So now 2-1 count, 2 outs. I think this is Soler who's up. Off to a tremendous start himself. But we're sending Scratch. And boy, safe by a mile. It's fun. I like playing with this character because the speed, it's an element I'm not necessarily used to. I don't have many guys. My Pulse 4 guy is not super fast, so it's fun. 2 outs now, top third, base runner on. Gets the pitch low that he likes, or at least that he was looking for, but probably should have laid off of it. Now, sometimes I will guess pitch, get the right location, get the right pitch, and it's obvious that maybe you should spin on it. Curveball that you think is going to drop out of the zone, things like that. Another chance on defense with the pitcher running. Had a chance at the double play, but wasn't quite quick enough. Obviously, that batter would be the leadoff or second hitter with the pitcher on. So, they're going to have at least a modicum of speed there, and it was a little bit too tough to turn. So now, top 7, 2-0 game, gets a great pitch, and it just hangs up. Oh, that's tough because, you got 2 runners on, got a chance to do some big damage, got the pitch you wanted, but he doesn't have that leave the yard kind of power. So tough third game in the series. 1 for 5. Drops his average all the way down to 500. What a loser. I'm obviously kidding. And it's a 4-game set here with the wait, is this a 5-game set? Because it said they were 3-1. A 5-game set? That seems insane. Well, Pensacola, I think there are some 5-game sets in the minors. Maybe I'm crazy. Who knows? Anyway, top 1 again. Obviously, he's batting. And he's going to drop that one perfectly, almost into the gap, but that'll work for a base hit. A little bit more pop in his bat as he develops, and that one shoots the gap, the way we've seen Excelsior do quite a few times. Defense, still problematic. Still a bit problematic. Got to get better there. Can't be taking those -7s. You don't want to be cutting into the points you're gaining on offense with poor defense. But it's 4-0, top 2, that he's already batting again, both of the first 2 innings, and he'll just dump an easy base hit there in between the first and second baseman. That's going to be where he lives. As a left-hander, if Tony Gwynn between second and short was the 5.5 hole, what would this be, the 3.5 hole between the first baseman and second baseman? So that's where he can really do damage. And now it's 6-1 in the top of the 4th. He's getting his 3rd at bat in the top of the 4th. That's a night for the club right there. That's a big night for him to be batting for a 3rd time. And let's see if he can continue to do more damage. He's just having an amazing series. Uh-oh. We were just talking about how he doesn't have quite too much pop, and then he goes no doubt bomb. Nice work. And Schmidt's like, are you serious? A 5'5" twerp just went bomb shot on me, and it was a no doubter to boot. Excellent work there. That was huge, and Soler loves it. Look at that. They've already got themselves a little routine. They're going to be playing for the Cubbies for years to come. 391. I mean, it's not the 500-foot massive shots that we used to see from McGuire and Sosa, but 391 out of this guy, going onto the berm where it's not coming back. That's nice. That's nice. And of course, they're gonna freeze him out there for a second. Josh Vitter's another former big prospect who's kind of flamed out because he really shouldn't be in Double-A at this point. If he had panned out, he'd be in the majors. It's now 7-1, top 6, 4th at bat, 2-2 count, and scoots it right down the line there. That could be trouble for Pensacola, of course, and it's an easy double. Probably could have gone in standing up, but might as well slide to be safe. Dust yourself off there, Scratch. You're having another brilliant game, and let's take a replay there. Look at how close this was. Whew. I mean, it wasn't necessarily on the line, but in terms of, maybe hitting the bag and kicking off, doing something crazy, but nice work. 4 for 4, homer, double, couple of singles. Hey, triple gets you the cycle. Your 5th at bat here in top 8, 7-1, 2 outs. See what he can do. Oof, that's tough. That's tough. Not a great pitch. Not a great at bat. But you know what? When you go 4 for 5 with a bomb, a double, a couple of singles, you pull the player of the game. Excellent first series for Scratch. He is an amazingly fun player for me to use. I've really been enjoying it. So really going to be putting out the episodes, hopefully with a lot of speed here, because I think it could be a really interesting series. So next episode, I think we'll get into the next series. I can't remember who they're playing, but come on back for that. We'll see if he can bounce that average back up to 700.